Link has never been more powerful than he is right now, and we are at the end of the game. Welcome to the final episode, everybody, of A Link to the Past. I'm your host, Akuma. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and let's get on with what I hope is going to be your favorite episode, because it is certainly going to be mine. We are going to enter the last room of Ganon's tower and fight the boss, but the boss seems to be a bat, as evidenced by the carpet in front of the door. This doesn't make much sense because Ganon has never been shown as a bat to my memory, and the only bat-type boss we have fought in this game was Mothula, which was crazy hard, probably harder than Ganon's going to be. But a bat is waiting for us? This is interesting. Let's see what it means. Ganon, here we come. That is not Ganon! Oh, it's great that you could come all the way here, Link. I'm very happy to see you again, but you'd better believe that we will not have a third meeting. Prepare to meet your doom. Aghanim the Wizard is here in the Dark World, and he is totally ready for us. Same strategy as before, but now we have to deal with 3 of him. And it is certainly much more difficult. We're going to have to be very careful about... Okay, that didn't work. Very careful about this. Something very interesting is that Aghanim has not been affected by the transformation powers of the Dark World. The fact that he's even here is surprising, but... Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it! Okay, darn it, that was gonna be a perfect shot. The fact that he's even here is a surprise in itself, but not being affected by the Dark World's magic, you'd expect him to turn into some kind of freak of nature monster, right? I mean, I would. Okay, can I do this? Oh, we got him twice with that! It took a bit of damage, but we probably would have taken damage otherwise. Hit that one, and... Oh, okay, that didn't work. This is certainly a boss battle. But take note, there is no bat in here. Yeah, that's it. Come for me, come for me. Oh, that was gonna be perfect! Okay. Alright, come on. Work with me here. Fortunately, he's not shooting lightning anymore. That is actually terrible. How did I block that? I'm not sure I needed to block that one, but... Oh! There we go. There's another hit. There's another hit. We're gonna make this work. We are totally gonna make this... Okay, that failed. This is gonna work. If he cooperates. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there's one. Okay. We got one. Block both of these, and then... Yeah! What is that, 4 or 5? I don't care. Don't know, don't care. Doesn't matter that much to me. Link, you are a terrible shot. Oh, we got him! We got him! And you know what? Aghanim is dead. That is Ganon. That is a bat. What? In case you're as confused as I was when I first played this game, let me break down what happened to you just now. Aghanim died. That much is a guaranteed fact. When Aghanim died, Ganon came out of Aghanim. The fact is, Aghanim the Wizard never existed. Aghanim was Ganon, and it was a form of Ganon that had been traveling to the Light World. When I defeated him in the Light World, Aghanim was gone. Aghanim had no more purpose to be in the Light World. And all that was left was Ganon in the Dark World. When I got to the top of Ganon's tower, Ganon took the form of Aghanim. Again, this time the real Ganon took form of Aghanim. Not as a doppelganger, just Aghanim. When he rose out of Aghanim's corpse, he transformed himself into a bat using the power that the Triforces granted him. He then flew to the Pyramid of Power, where we are right now, and we followed him here on a duck. So Aghanim the Wizard was Ganon the whole time. Ganon still can't go to the Light World until that gate is open. He just somehow managed to send his alter ego Aghanim to the Light World. That's the best way I've been able to understand it so far. You could read into it a little bit more if you really want to know specifics. But on the other hand, it does explain why there have been statues of Aghanim, faceless, but statues of him at the Pyramid of Power in the Dark World when he has only existed in the Light World up to this point. So that's a little bit of a hint on what's going on here. But yeah, there is nothing left to do in this game. Aside from our bombs and arrow count, we have completely, almost, I should say, we have almost 100% completed the game. We are 99% done as of right now. There is only one thing left to do. Defeat Ganon. We need to follow him down here. I never imagined a boy like you could give me so much trouble. It's unbelievable that you defeated my alter ego, Aghanim the Dark Wizard, twice. But I will never give you the Triforce. I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds come true without delay. Final boss battle against Ganon. He is tough. He is very hardy. We need to hit him with our sword as much as possible, doing as much damage as we can. If you have a weaker sword, this battle can take much longer, but it is certainly much cooler to go through, I think. Gotta beware that trident, though. Eventually he'll change his attacks. So beware of that. And now they will become bats and fly toward us? I still don't understand his connection with bats in here. Maybe it's the persona of Ganon in this timeline, but I don't know. Get one more hit in. Yeah. He's probably going to change attacks here soon. Whoops. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, this is a good spot. This is not a good spot. This is... Oh, our hearts cannot get any lower than that. Thankfully, we have a red potion. Okay, gotta survive, gotta survive. Okay, he's changing up his attacks again now. Whoop! Oh, I can't believe it didn't take damage there. He's dropping the floor around us, and if we get knocked down into that floor, we will fall down a level and have to start this battle all over again. I am in a good spot right there. Whoops! Okay, that was actually rather inconvenient. We're making it, we're making it. No, 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 no. One hit, that's all I need is one hit. Ganon! Oop! You are doing well, lad, but can you break through this secret technique of darkness? On guard! Whoop! Okay, now if I can get one... Okay, too late. Woohoo! Now we can't see him at all. We need to... Fire Rod or Lantern. If we run out of magic, we're in trouble. Stop moving around. Okay, now that we've hit him with the sword, he's paralyzed. We need the silver arrows to kill Ganon for sure. When he's paralyzed, hit him with the arrows. There's another one! Gotta hit him. Alright. Back to the Fire Rod. Another hit. Silver arrows. Go! Still not dead. Still not dead. Don't. And I'm gonna have to light the... Yeah. Whoop! That was close. That was close. That's a bad position for him to be at. There we go. I think this is the last one. I think this is the last one. We got him! Whew. Ganon's dead. What next? That next. I guess we could drop down into the pit surrounding us, but I've never tried that, so I don't know what would happen. Well, there really is nowhere else to go. What's our goal at this point? Welcome, Link. I am the essence of the Triforce. The Triforce will grant the wishes in the heart and mind of the person who touches it. If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. The stronger the wish, the more powerful the Triforce's expression of that wish. Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the Dark World. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish come completely true. But now, you have totally destroyed Ganon. His Dark World will vanish. The Triforce is waiting for a new owner. Its golden power is in your hands. Now, touch it with a wish in your heart. The return of the king in Hyrule Castle is one of the effects of Link's wishes. I think he only made one wish personally, but this is something about this game I really love. It has 2 credits at the end. The Loyal Sage in the Sanctuary has come back to life. Sahasrara has come home in Kakariko Town. And the ducky is now without an owner because Link gave it up for, I don't know. Vultures rule the desert. Desert Palace. Well, there's somebody else joining them, and he seems a little preoccupied. The bully makes a friend at Mountain Tower. This is something I'm really excited about. I'm glad these guys got to make a comeback. Not sure quite how close they are in friendship. Your uncle recovers at your house. That excites me. I really like the uncle character. Slippers for sale at Zora's Waterfall. I don't know if they still cost 500 rupees, but hey! Anybody want some flippers? Wow. The witch and assistant at the magic shop. Not sure if anything really happened there, but they're probably going to go out of business now that Link's quest is over. Which is probably not a bad thing. Except for them. Twin lumberjacks at the woodsman's hut. They're cutting down another tree. Anybody remember what happened to the last tree they cut down? It led into a dungeon. And the flute boy plays again at the Haunted Grove. That makes me especially happy. Venus, Queen of Fairies, at the Wishing Well. One of the few fairies that actually has a name. The Dwarven Swordsmiths, at the Smithery! Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. The bug catching kid has recovered in Kakariko Town. Remember he was sick really bad from the bad air coming down off the mountain? Now that there's no more evil coming from Death Mountain, he got better. And I guess we gave him a golden bug net. I don't know anything about that. The lost old man at Death Mountain is somehow still lost. How'd he get all the way up there anyway? Don't you have to go through a warp portal to the Dark World to end up at the Tower of Hera? Anyway. The Forest Thief in the Lost Woods. We saw quite a few of these guys. I don't know why he's in there, neither does he. This is the coolest part of the music. And the Master Sword sleeps again. Forever. Once again, I have not played the new Zelda game, and I really hope the Master Sword is not in there, because that would really break that line right there if it does. Now we get in the real credits and more good music. It's like there are 3 parts of awesome music in this game that make a standout to me. What we just listened to is one of them. This right here is a third, and it sort of transitions into another song, even though they're the same song, so 2.5 credit songs. I think this game is what caused me to love video game music a lot too. Because really it's beautiful. For a Super Nintendo game, this is beautiful music. And I guess there might be some other RPGs out there. I say other, even though this isn't, but some RPGs like Final Fantasy always seems to have good music. Dragon Quest, more famous in Japan than Final Fantasy is in America. Dragon Quest seems to have really good music whenever I've played those games. I still haven't beaten any of them, but they're on my list of things to beat. And I would really love to shut up and just let you guys listen to the music, but you probably want to do that on your own. I mean, I really hate talking over this music. It's so cool. But it's worth listening to on your own. Just on your own time if you want something cool to listen to. I highly recommend this song. In fact, if you like orchestrated music, or you want to listen to a different version of the music, I guess, there is a clip on YouTube, I will have a link to it in the description, called Josh of Vernian Process. Link to the Past end credits, orchestrated, reorchestrated, I'm not sure. Anyway, there will be a link in the description box for that below, and it is the best recreation of this music I have ever heard. Here's the transition to the third music. It has the main theme for Zelda ever sounded so noble before. You can hear the sun when you start up a lot of Zelda games, but here it sounds very noble and complete. Like Link is done. Link has finished. This is the end of the quest. Congratulations music. Not Welcome to the Legend of Zelda. It's congratulations on completing The Legend of Zelda. It just sounds... I love it. This is my favorite part. This is probably one of my number 2 favorite video game tune of all time. Just this section right here. It just sounds so cool. I love it. Oh, here's something interesting. Our quest history. We did not die in the Castle of Hyrule. We did die twice in the dungeon. I think that was in the sewers. We died once in the East Palace. Not for a while after that, it looks like. Uh-oh, level 3. Oh, just once? Wow. And I guess that was when we died at the boss. Never in Thieves Town. That place is so easy. Ice Palace, not bad. Did we die in Mystery Mire? I can't remember. I guess we might have used a fairy. But no times after that. So our total deaths are what? Oh, there's Ganon's Tower in the back. 5! I only died 5 times. Not bad. And that's it. That is the end of A Link to the Past. Tied for my favorite game of all time, with Morrowind. And possibly one other game, which I may have to do an LP of in the future. But that's it. This Zelda game has come to a close. There is no one specific reason, I should say, why this game is my favorite game of all time. It is certainly my favorite Zelda game, and there are others that I like playing more than this one. Even though this is my favorite Zelda game, I believe, quite honestly, that The Wind Waker is a perfect Zelda game. This one is not perfect. I like all the extra stuff that they've tossed into Zelda games later on, and it's kind of fallen into a routine since Ocarina of Time, and I'm not going to blame anyone for that. It's not for better or for worse. It might stagnate a bit, but I digress. That's not a discussion that I can claim to know perfectly and want to get into, but I believe that, personally, in my opinion, Wind Waker is the perfect Zelda game, but this one is still my favorite. And the argument has been lately that your favorite Zelda game is the one you grew up with in childhood. And to a degree, I can sort of understand that. This is the game that made me a fan of Zelda, and it's a game that turned me into a gamer, really, because I played this so many times after beating it. And I remember during the credits, like I said, that credits song probably was what made my love for video game music come out. I remember when I was a kid, sitting in the living room and I beat this game, my mouth was hanging open when I beat the game. I wasn't jumping around in excitement. I wasn't calling people in to say, look at this, I beat this game. I was listening to the music, and I remember my jaw hanging open, just listening to the music, so excited. I think I was like near tears because of how great this game was. I was thinking about everything that I had gone through on this game to get to this point, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful journey. I still love this game just as much as I did back then, if not more. This is very easily and unquestionably one of my favorite games of all time, and I can't see it being bested. It might be tied, like what happened with Morrowind, but I don't think that this game could be bested. Maybe it's because it gave me a love for video game music. Maybe it's because it turned me into a gamer. Maybe because it's the first video game that gave me emotion in playing a game. I don't know the reasons for that. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not going to claim to know all the ins and outs about why I love this game so much. There is no one reason why I love this game more than any others. I think that it's my favorite game because of everything in it. There is no one reason. It's every little thing coming together into this thing. It can't be just one thing. There are a lot of really good things, and they come together in this game in such a way that I love it. I really, really, really love this game. I could go on and on and on. I've already got over 20 minutes of footage plus just the monologue of me talking. You guys are probably tired of hearing me at this point, so I digress. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me for A Link to the Past. And if you somehow stuck around when you don't like listening to these monologues, let me give you a little bit of change of idea here. The next game I play, the game that is taking the place of A Link to the Past, I'm sure I certainly won't be this emotional, I guess I should say. Is that the right word? Emotional? I won't be this emotional about a game after I finish the next one. In fact, during the entire next game, I am going to try to change my playstyle a bit, and we're going to have some fun. I don't know if it'll be for the better or for the worse. Maybe everybody likes the way I do this. Maybe everybody hates the way I talk about a game like this at the end. Well, it's kind of something I picked up in how I make my game recordings. So I'm going to try to change that up a bit. I am going to try a different style when I start my next game. So come back next time, everybody, when I will start a new game and try a little bit of a different formula. And thank you, everyone, for joining me once again for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I hope that some of it has rubbed off on you guys so that you will enjoy it to some degree like I have. Thank you for joining me. Take care.